After some time in Cairns and then stocking up all my food again, I'm heading towards Cape York. I've only got about 2 weeks to do it, so my aim is to just send it like as fast as I can to get to the top, and then on the way back I can then take my time, do some sightseeing, see all the different places, enjoy the camping. Never done this before and I'm alone, and I've heard some rough stories about Cape York, so I'm just gonna take it slow, and I like the feeling of making progress, of keeping on driving. It feels good.
I can see you I'm on my knees before you go. Before you, I can't sleep until I weep before you go. Before you.
Had a quick stop at the lookout, left the engine running because now I'm back on the road before it gets dark.
Jesus Christ for my shelter.
So right now I'm here. Got to go all the way up. I think around here is where it turns to corrugated roads, and then up to the top. I drove about 3 hours out of Cairns yesterday, and today I've got another 3.5 hours, get to a new camp spot. I just realized I did not have my glasses on that whole time, but I could see well enough, I guess.
Write it down on a paper, fold it up in a plate. I know this was never my home. The tower is skyscraper at the end of the road. The wind was blowing off the towers at its symphony. So I carry on, pick another song, say my own goodbye, say my lullaby. There is nothing left, nothing cynical. The road is paved with good intention. Talking heads on my bed. I am hoping that's how you remember me.
Okay, I've got a full tank. Diesel is only 250, so not that bad. I've now got another hour or two to the next spot. So yeah.
You feel so far away. My eyes, they feel the water in hold. One drop for the creature, one for the stone.
Swim in the morning at the river. That was quite nice because it is surprisingly another very hot day. No one was expecting that. Today is going to be another long day of driving, and I've got a nice paved road for probably just a few Ks and then back to dirt. only 357 Ks to Cape York now, which by Australian standards is pretty close. I'm unfortunately not going to be doing the old telegraph track because although I'm sure this car's very capable, I'm by myself, and if I get bogged and then I'm stuck for a few days and then I don't make it back to Cairns, yeah, there's just a whole bunch of issues. If I'm with a group four-wheel driving, I feel like that'd be pretty fun and just more of an adventure. When I'm by myself and I'm depending on this car as my home, I think it's just going to be stressful and I'm going to be worried about things going wrong. So yeah, I'm saddened about that. Hopefully one day I can come back and do it properly. But yeah, for now I've got probably a day, maybe 2 days driving, and then I'll get to the top. Hopefully the roads aren't too bad, because I've now got about 700 Ks return of just gravel and dirt roads. But I don't know, I'm actually looking forward to it this time for some reason. It's less corrugated, so it should be more enjoyable. So this is where it splits off. You can take the telegraph track down that way, or you can take the chicken way on the bypass track, which is what I will be doing. This is going to be camp for tonight, and as usual, after a lot of dirt driving, I have a bit of dusting to do. I'm about to get going. I'll be able to get to Jardine today, and I'll see if I make it to the top. Might take one more day. I've just stopped to put sunscreen only on my right arm and leg, because when I'm sitting in the driver's seat with the window down, the sun's like right here. Classic Defender issues with having the door so close to where you're sitting. Like, the car looks big until you get in it, and it's like that. So yep, that's what I'm doing today. In today's episode of What Have Corrugations Messed Up on the Car, it's not actually that the bolt came loose, it's that the entire like bit of metal here snapped off and the thing just dropped, and there's now this gap. My temporary solution is a bunch of double-sided Gorilla Tape and like 5 zip ties put together to try and just keep that up a bit. I have no idea if this will work or how long it will survive, but it's better than nothing. In other news of things falling apart, this like holder for the radio that I made has dropped off. I'm kind of surprised how well this actually held up. I just made it using the box of the radio, and it's worked for about a year now, so not bad. Okay, I gotta keep moving. I'm hoping to get to Jardine today and get across the river. It's about 1 o'clock, so gotta make some progress, but in a few Ks I'll stop again, check on the mudguard, and hopefully everything stays good. It's a long drive. It's a fairly fun drive. There's sections that are a lot more corrugated, and I'm usually not filming them because when I have this like suction cupped on there and it gets really corrugated, it will just fall off. Well, it's still on. The road is getting a lot worse now. A little bit of rain's fine. If it starts flash flooding, then I'm in a lot of trouble out here. I do not understand Cape York. There'll be like long stretches of really bad roads, all corrugated, terrible condition, and then suddenly there's like a bit of paved road. Alright, I've got probably the most expensive ferry ticket in the world for the distance. That's it, that's the entire ferry. 160 bucks. But that's alright. Might as well get across while I'm here. I don't know how to describe it. That was so weird and like disorienting, moving on the water without actually moving the car.
Well, you
Road's pretty bad.
walk with no insight, walk with no chance of knowing where you're going. But I don't
Been driving another couple of hours, and it's getting more stressful with the roads, like really bumpy and corrugated.
And home chases my blood round, it curls up my ears down.
Like, I'm almost at the top,
Every other smile,
but yeah, I'm getting pretty sick of these roads now.
my shame down. Oh, we don't mind.
Alright, it shouldn't be that deep, so hopefully it's fine. I'm by myself and it's getting late, so would not be a good place to have issues. But I think I'll be right.
Under my skin, where you hide, tearing me apart, one piece at a time.
Well, I'm stopping here for the night. I'm almost there, I'm like 7 Ks out, but the sun is getting pretty low and I do not want to be making my way back in the dark looking for a camp spot. So I'm just on the side of the road tonight and I'll be able to get there tomorrow. There's a bunch of mosquitoes outside, so I'm just cooking dinner in the oven, making some chicken and salad on the side of the road, little camp spot kind of place, almost at the top of Australia. And like everywhere up north in Australia, it is hot, and it's hot at night. I was thinking it felt extra hot tonight, and I checked the weather and it's 25 degrees overnight. So I was wondering, like, why do I keep stepping outside? It's bad. I like the hot weather in the day, but at night when I'm just sweating inside the car and having the fridge using power adds to the heat, using the oven adds to the heat inside. Yeah, it's not fun. It is a new morning up in Cape York. I did not get much sleep. It was just way too hot. And then of course, as soon as the sun comes out, the car turns into a sauna. So yeah, that's not ideal, but I will be making it to the top of Australia today. So I'm happy about that. And then once I'm at the top, I can head down, and it's only gonna get cooler further south, hopefully. I've got windows down, it's still very hot in the car, but this is it. I'm currently right here. I've just got to get this tiny little bit further, and then I'll be right at the top.
Walk in the shadows, my own pride. So I'll wait for my heart to fall, and wait for your word to call. Oh, with every other smile, propped up in alcohol.
I've made it to the car park. It's now a short hike, I think, to get to the tip. Somewhere down there. It's so nice seeing a beach after being in just jungle for ages.
Tangled up with poison in angry blood. When I feel you creeping in, that's when I give it all away. Well, take my voice and my name. Under my skin, where you hide, tearing me apart, one piece at a time. Walk in the shadow, my own pride. Under my skin, where you hide, tearing me apart, one piece at a time. Walk in the shadow of my own pride.
This is it. And back on the ferry. I filled up at Jardine at $2.80 a litre for diesel, which is now the most I've paid on this trip. That is not what I was hoping for. I've heard about people swimming here, so I guess I'll see what it's like. I am feeling so much better after that swim. Getting all of the dust and sweat off, and just having a moment of peace, of no driving, of quiet and relaxing, and cold water in the heat. I really needed that. That was good. I was getting so stressed before with the roads and the days alone. It's been a whole day, but yeah, that swim helped a lot. I've got about 1 hour left of sunlight, so I'm just gonna keep driving until it starts getting dark, and then I'll pull over for the night. This sky is amazing. Just like the lines of light. I've got my campsite for the night. A really nice view. These are the kind of times that make it feel more worth it, worth all the stress and all of that. Because that's amazing. And being alone out here is definitely not the worst place to be. And it's cooled down, which is so nice. It's probably still like 25 degrees, but it feels like 18. Alright, it's gonna be a good night. Okay, I'm back to being stressed out. In the aftermath of the corrugations, the oven has come loose. That's gonna be a difficult one because I put it in before building the bookshelf. The bookshelf is still standing though, as far as I can tell. That's good. The whole bed thing's just been thrown around, but that's fixable. I don't know what the other damages are. Instead of an alarm waking me up today, I had some flies somehow get through the fly screen and keep landing on my face. So, good morning. There used to be something in there and it's gone. So I thought I was checking things. This one I did not. The screw, oh, it's not too bad. No, it's bad. Only temporary, but hopefully it'll stop it flying out while I'm getting back to Cairns. I'm just very happy the bookshelf is somehow held up. If that falls, that's really not going to be fun. I'm still about 800 k's from Cairns, so today's mostly going to just be another driving day in the heat. But at least I'll then be getting closer to hopefully some cool places to see. And yeah, can take it a little bit slower. But the area I am at the moment, sort of heading towards Arches River, or Arches Creek, there's not much. It's a fun drive for parts of it, and it's a stressful drive for other parts. But yeah, there's not too much to see without massive detours. So I'm just gonna stay on the main road, try and enjoy it, and make some more progress. Stopped at Wenlock River, and I think I'm gonna camp here for the night. It is 35 degrees, so I'm very grateful for the shade and all the trees. There's a nice river, no crocs from what I can see, and it's very shallow anyway. So yeah, it's a nice spot.
I'd love to talk on these rides. Mine on the road, your dilated eyes. Watch the clouds float, white Ferrari. Had a good time. 16, how was I supposed to know? I let you out at Central. I didn't care to stay the plane. Kept my mouth closed. We're both so familiar. White Ferrari. Stick by me, close by me. You will find, you will find. Distance slow by. Left when I forget to speak. So I text the speeds, lesser speeds, Texas speed, yes. Basic takes its toll on me eventually, yes. Eventually,
oh, finally. That took ages. fact, this is a bit of a mess. And I have fire. I can have dinner tonight, that's good. Gotta try to keep this alive.
Another dimension. You say we're small and not worth the mention. You're tired of moving, your body's thinking. You could decay, there's places.
Alright, I've got the first beef skewer.
Really, this isn't all that there
Yep,
is.
that tastes good.
Was been given, but we're so okay. You know we're doing fine. Mama been naked, you dream of walls that hold us in prison. It's just a scullies, that's what they call it, and we're free to crawl.
Did not have the greatest sleep again. Partly from the heat, partly from being woken up by birds at about 5 a.m. So yeah, I might need a fair bit of caffeine to stay awake for the drive today, but aside from that, it's not a bad place to wake up. And I didn't get eaten by crocodiles at night, so that's a positive thing as well. Alright, I'm leaving this river campsite now. Probably my favourite spot along Queensland so far, at least in this northern bit. Had a swim in the water this morning, which was quite nice. A couple of people stopping by, but fairly quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving, drive a couple of hours, see what I find. And yeah,